Gymnastics moms, does your gymnast struggle sometimes to think positively? Do you find that she often speaks negatively about her capabilities or how she's going to do or her ability to get something? Sometimes just really struggling to believe in herself. This whole month in Mindset for Moms, we are working on how to create a new positive belief, how to actually think positively, and the process we use inside of our program to get there. So stay tuned. You're in Mindset for Moms, where we help moms develop happy, healthy gymnasts who know how to win. Hi, I'm Coach Stacy, and we are working this month on how to develop that positive belief that is really going to fuel your gymnast through all of season. Now, if you didn't watch last week's video, it's a big important setup for all of this month. So go back, watch last week's video so I don't have to repeat all of the same things. But what we're doing this month is we're working on getting to a new belief step by step. So last week, we chose a new belief, a belief that would fuel throughout season. And you can do this too alongside her, right? You can choose a belief that maybe you're struggling to have about yourself, or you could choose a belief for her that you want to believe. It is so crazy how our actual belief in another human really does affect that other human's ability to do something. And so just you believing in her, you getting to a new belief for her will actually have an effect on her. So it's really kind of fun how that works. But so step one is getting to neutral. Neutral is where we're just in the facts. Doesn't feel good, doesn't feel bad. It's just the facts of the situation. You notice sometimes our brains can be a little bit little drama queens, right? Where we're like, or sometimes your gymnast will be like, I fell I fell all the time last season. I always fall on my series. And you're like, you fell twice last season. So I fell twice last season would be a fact. I always fall on my series is not a fact. Um, Even that, it would have to be like I fell every single time I go, and that would have to be true, right? And so a lot of times we try to go from these negative beliefs to positive beliefs, but we just want to get into the middle. Sometimes it's just about accepting that things aren't always great, that sometimes we have negative emotions, that sometimes things don't go the way we want them to. You know, I had one gymnast I was coaching a couple of weeks ago who was frustrated because she finally got a skill that she's been struggling with for years, and she finally got it really solid and then started struggling with the skill on floor. And I helped her get to a place where she could just accept that we go up and down in our skills, and often we're in a place where we're struggling on something, and that's normal, and that's a normal part of gymnastics. When you can just accept it's normal to have a skill that you might be struggling on, then you'll be able to move past it really quickly. And by the next week, she had it. So first, we just want to work on getting to neutral. So, you know, really specific neutral might be something like, so like if her belief is I can never hit 4 for 4, or I don't compete well, the neutral would just be I compete at meets. Um, the neutral would be I get a score. The neutral would be I do routines. Like it's just very neutral. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just very in the middle. If this is the negative and this is the positive and this is the neutral. Like I said, a lot of times if it brings that feeling of like just acceptance, that's the neutral place. So we want to help identify what the thoughts are, identify the actual facts of the situation, and then we'll be able to go from there in moving forward. But we want to help first just kind of release the idea that there are, you know, this positive and negative, and just get into that acceptance place. Like things are the way that they are, and fighting against reality, you always lose. So while, and even that, like so many times they're like, I just want to like be able to get every skill right away. And I'm like, but if you could just get every skill right away, gymnastics wouldn't be a challenge. You wouldn't be, everybody would be able to do it. You wouldn't feel excited when you got a skill because it would just be totally normal. Like we have to have that negative experience in order to appreciate the positive experience. If we don't know what it feels like to feel sad, we don't ever appreciate feeling happy. We don't know what it feels like to be frustrated. We don't know what it feels like to be like having that overcome something. And so, just getting to that like accepting of where things are, and accepting reality as it is, not to stay there, but that this is what is right now, is our first step. So join us next week, and we are going to keep working on, we're going to teach you, I don't know why I say we, it's just me. I'm going to be teaching you the process that we use inside our program called the thought ladder in order to move towards some new beliefs. All right, see you then.